Welcome to Smart Living Software Training, User Management. Here is what we will cover in this session. The Smart Living system offers both user codes and digital keys. Codes are used to arm and disarm and access user menus from system keypads. Digital keys are either access cards or RF key fobs. Each control panel supports the following number of codes and digital keys. Codes and keys are found under the User menu under System Configuration. User codes and digital keys are configured and managed separately. Select codes or digital keys and then click the Receive button to upload to the software. User codes and attributes can be uploaded and stored in the software but cannot be viewed. Always ensure that when a new code or key is added via the system keypad, it is uploaded to the software to avoid overwriting when data is sent back to the system. A user code is active when it is mapped to a partition. User code 1 is a master code and is able to change all other codes in the system. It is mapped to partitions 1 and 5 by default. All other user codes are disabled and must be enabled by mapping to a partition. A default code is assigned to all user codes. User code 1 is 0001, user code 2 is 0002, and so on for all codes. When a user code is enabled by selecting a partition, the assigned default code is enabled automatically. It is recommended to change these codes after enabling. To configure a user code, select a user and assign a description for easy identification. Select the partitions the user can access, and then select the type of user code. A master user can change all codes in the system, a manager can manage user codes only, and user codes can only change their own user code. To change a user code, select the Change User PIN tab. If the old code is known, select the old PIN option and enter the current code followed by the new code. If the old code is unknown, then select the Master User option and enter a master or manager code, followed by the new code. Press the Change PIN button to upload the new code to the system. If there are no known codes for the system, you can reset user codes to default without defaulting the entire panel. Open a new account, click the Global Send button, and then select Codes Only. Send this to the control panel. This will restore all the user codes back to factory default. To delete a user code, simply remove it from all partitions. Codes can only be disabled or changed, they cannot be deleted. Prokcards are managed via system keypads. Software can be used to program the functions of the cards, but adding deleting cards is managed via a keypad and a reader. To enroll a card, enter Installation Programming, scroll down and select Keys, select the Enroll option, choose the reader to enroll the card from, and then select the key number to enroll. The key number and the card reader to enroll from will be displayed on screen along with the LEDs of the card reader flashing. Badge a card at the reader and the reader LEDs will flash to indicate the card is programmed. Continue badging cards until completed. Observe the keypad display to ensure that all cards were programmed. Press OK to complete. It is suggested to add a description to keys. Descriptions can be added before or after programming. Via the keypad, select Keys, Key Parameters, the key number, and then Description, or enter a description via the software. To delete cards, enter Installation Programming, scroll down and select Keys, select Delete Key, use the Uncheck button to deselect any learned keys, and press OK to save or C to cancel. Be aware that keys are both for cards and wireless key fobs. be sure not to accidentally delete the RF key fobs if these are enrolled as well. Once cards have been enrolled, be sure to receive all digital keys before programming. RF keys are also considered digital keys and share programming locations with cards. RF keys are learned via the system keypad. Because radio keys are learned and stored in the transceiver, you must receive both the digital keys location and the wireless transceiver. Enter the installer menu and scroll down to keys. Select the enroll option and then choose the transceiver, which is the reader with a W next to it. Select the key to enroll and then press the buttons 3 and 4 on the remote to learn. The key being enrolled is displayed on screen and the transceiver's LED 3 will start to flash. The keypad will beep when a key is learned and progress to the next key automatically. Press escape when done. To delete a radio key, enter the installer menu, scroll down to keys, and then select the delete key option. Choose a key to configure, and then use the uncheck button to delete the key. Press OK to save. Once RF keys have been learned, receive the digital keys to the software, and note that RF keys will have a wireless box checked. Next, select the transceiver option from the system tree and receive. This will upload all the RF data from the transceiver into the solution. Failing to upload the wireless data will result in the RF devices being erased if a send all is performed. Each user code can be customized with a number of options. First, select which partitions the user can control. A user will only be able to arm, disarm and access partitions they are assigned to. This will also apply if they trigger an arming scenario such as arm or disarm all. Only the areas they are assigned to will be armed and disarmed. Next, select the user type for the code. This will change the level of authority the user has over other codes. The user option is a standard arm disarm only user. They can only change and manage their own code. A manager's code is able to manage all user codes, and a master code is able to manage all codes in the system. The patrol option can be enabled for any user code and will set the code to trigger the patrol disarm function. A patrol code will disarm a partition for a set time, allowing momentary inspection of an area before auto-arming. The Enablement Details tab sets the menus the user will be able to access with their user code. Deselecting menus will remove them from the user menu for the selected user. The Access to User menu option sets the default menu that is displayed for a user when they enter their code. This applies to LCD keypads only. When in the user menu, the user can press the C button to toggle between menu displays. All outputs configured in the system can be selected or hidden from individual user access. Select which outputs a user can operate. Users can access outputs under the user menu. Each user can have up to 12 system shortcuts when entering into their user menu. Shortcuts can be a user menu option, arming scenario, or output. The F12 shortcut is also triggered when a user enters their code when the system is disarmed. Shortcuts apply to the LCD keypad only, and the user can toggle the shortcut list between text view and icon view using the C button. To program access cards, first start by selecting which partitions the card can access. Users will only be able to access readers in the same selected partitions. Prokcards have two modes of operation determined by the option Use Key Shortcuts Only. With the option deselected, the card will trigger functions assigned to the card readers. Up to 4 different functions can be assigned to a card reader, and they are cycled through while holding a card against the reader. A 5th user-specific function is assigned to the user, which is triggered by holding the Prox card until all LEDs flash. Configure this under the Keys Shortcut option. With the option selected, the card will override the reader's functions with 4 programmed user-specific functions. This allows simple multi-user control from a single card reader and is a powerful feature. RF keys have the same programmable options as Prokcards. Each of the 4 radio key buttons can have an individual function applied. By default, all radio keys will arm and disarm Partition 1. This completes this training module.